guys, welcome back to the video. Today I'm going to talk about science, my most favorite subject. So, in science, the topic that I'm going to talk about is parts of a flower. In a short form, plant parts. So first, I'm going to show you a flower parts. Picture, I mean. So here is the picture. I drew it. This is the picture. You could see clearly. Down of it, you could see some plants, which I already named them. One, ferns, daisy, dandelions, and the last, rose. I draw them very, like what we say, I didn't like my drawing. So, you know who studies all these plants and who named them and lots of things to the plant? Botanist. You know what's a botanist? A botanist. I'm going to tell 4 facts about a botanist. First, botanists travel around the world to find new types of plants. Second one is studying plants that grow in oceans. Not only oceans, guys, it's around the world. Oceans, deserts, homes, where could we keep them? And also outside in nature, right? And lots of places. Third, help stopping plant diseases. It helps stopping plant diseases. A plant has, suppose, rust. Rust is a disease which will be like yellow and red, and that rust disease will, if it come to one leaf or one plant, it will spread to the other plants which is side of it. If it's a leaf, it will spread to all of the leaf. First it will spread to a leaf. First it will spread to a area in a leaf, then it will spread to the whole leaf, then it will spread to the whole plant, all the leaves. Next it will spread to the whole plant, the stem, the leaves, the flowers, and everything. Then it will move to a plant. Suppose this is a plant which has rust disease. This is very close to this. Rust plant is very close to the plant. It will spread the disease to this plant, and this plant will spread to the disease which is side of it after it get the process done. Then again, that's how it helps stopping diseases. Now I'm going to say the last and final, 4th one. Finding new plants that can be used in medical to treat diseases in human. It will help us to treat it will like alter the whole process. First they will find a plant. Next they'll check if that will cure the human health. Suppose it has some new disease which we don't know, it's created newly. If one human has the plant, they'll check if this plant will take it will make a medicine and cure the person. Then they'll make the medicine, give it to the any hospital or something. Then they will, if they have that disease, then they'll give to the person. That's called it. So they are hundreds of thousands of types of plant. I'm going to say some plants, three types of plants which I know. Those are not that common, but one is common, which are hibiscus. Hibiscus is common, even I have it in my apartment. Rice flower. You guys know what's rice flower? Rice flower is like just like a rice, but it's fatter. It's green in color. It's like this much fat. Rice flower is this much fat. It's not common around the world. We could find it very rarely around the world. That's very rare. And next is Gemini. Gemini is a white flower which is like little common and little not common. It's a white flower which is little medium. It's like this. It's like this. Inside it's shown. So now before I showed some the picture of a flower which I draw. I'm going to explain that. Here is it. So you guys see this, right? Even I'm going to, oh sorry, I'll just put it here. See, how is it? It's like this, right? So you guys all see this first petal. Petal is the common. You see petal here? Petal. Petal is the common thing which we see everywhere in our surrounding flower. And mostly we see it every single flower, right? And this is stigma, which is under. This is a style. You see this, guys? This thing. This up part, this like bump thingy, bump. It's like two bumps, up one, side one, side one. The bumps, those are called stigma. The down layer part, which is attached to the bump, stigma, is called the straight thing. It's called style. Style. I'll repeat it again. Style. And next one we are going to is the ovary. In the middle, you see this round thing. Outer layer, you see this, that's called a ovary. Inside layer, you see this, that straight thing, that's called a ovule. Ovule, ovary. Ovule, ovary. This is ovary, this is ovule. You guys know how to spell, right? So this, you see this leaf, this leaf is called a sepal. Just like that, rhyming to petal. Petal, sepal. Just one word. Petal means P. Difference between sepal, S. That's the only thing difference between sepal and petal spelling. And down of the sepal, you see the straight thing that's called a stem. In a scientific way, it's called a pedicel. It's not here, but I don't know the spelling, but it's called pedicel. Pedicel. Just guessing it. L-E. Pedicel. But I didn't write it here. And next one about the sepal is filament, which is about the anther. This, you see this round two things, those are called anther. You see, anther. And you see this thing that's called a filament. That's called a filament. And you see this ball, this round type of things here above the stigma. Those are the main things which every single flower has. That's called a pollen grains. So in this pollen grains, the pollinators, what are pollinators? Pollinators are which pollinates the flower. A flower needs to grow into a fruit. Suppose this is one thing, right, guys? These round things you see here, those are called little bit seeds in the flower. A tiny teeny seed, which is unseenable. When we open the flower or tear the flower, we see stigma and the filament, but we also see style, but we never see ovary and ovule because it's so inside. And we could never, if we tear the ovule, we'll not even see the seeds. Those seeds are invisible. It's like so tiny, we can't even see. It's like a particle. So the pollinator, I will take a pollinator for a butterfly. When a butterfly is coming to pollinate, it will, from here, its mouth will go inside this. Here, all the, what we say, nectar. That's called nectar. Which bees go and collect nectar. Just go and put it in there. Take it out. And that's called honey, right? The same thing. It's sweet nectar in all these white spaces there, right? In there, nectar will be. When the butterfly just comes and inside, it will put her mouth here, right? The pollen will get stuck to here, to its mouth. When it takes the nectar, it comes out. The pollen will be stuck to it. When you go to another flower and drink to that pollen will fall off to that flower, and then that's called cross-pollinating. I'm going to say what is cross-pollinating and show a picture of a cross-pollinating. This is a picture. See, guys, you see the small tiny picture here? This is called cross-pollinating. Cross-pollinating is like the butterfly. It will go to a flower, it will drink, then the pollen will get stuck to the butterfly, wings or mouth or anywhere. It will get stuck everywhere in the butterfly. You see all those dots? Those are the pollens. Here. When it goes to the another flower, it will the all these pollens will get dropped to the another flower. It will be dropped. The pollen will get dropped. So that time, that's called cross-pollinating. So mostly every time they do cross-pollinating. But what is a self-pollinating? Self-pollinating is, see, we get the pollen from the flower. This flower is not there. This flower is there, right? This butterfly will go here. Okay. It will connect. Again, mistakenly it will go around again, come back. This self-pollinating is very rare. It will turn. It thinks the butterfly don't know which flower is the same and not. It will go here again. Whatever pollen is in the butterfly, it will go and then drop again the same pollen to itself. That's called a self-pollinating. There are lots of pollinators. Wind pollinating is something which, let's go to another page and I will show you what is this thing which I really want to talk. Let's take a page. And wind pollinating means from a plant. Here all fruits will there. Now this one thing, this will be a seed. Suppose I'm just drawing anything I want. This seed, you see the seed inside will fall down. The seed will be here, right? When the seed be, the wind will come, and the seed will roll, and it will wind pollinating. That's called wind pollinating. Here it will be very far, and again it will come back. The wind will still blow it. It will come back to the plant, and it will stay inside the plant. After that, it's called wind pollinating. That's called a wind pollinator. That's a wind pollinator. And that's how they get pollinated. See, how will a seed grow into another seed without humans taking the seed and putting? That's called wind self-seeding. That's a thing. Wind self-seeding. See, parent plant will be here, right? You see the line here. Here the seed will be. Here also seed will be. These are called small types of thing. One seed will fall. Second seed also will fall. Third seed, like that, all seeds will fall. Wind will come and take them away from the plant. They'll be in some places very far from the parent plant, and then it will get inside to the mud. It will get inside to the mud. Then it will get inside to the mud, and then it will become a plant. Like that, it will go like after the baby plant. You guys know why is the seed going far away from the mother plant? If the mother plant bees here and the baby plant also bees here, all these nutrients will be under the sand, right? The mother plant will take all the nutrients. It will take all the mother plant. Here is the mother plant. Here is the baby plant. Nutrients will be all here, right? It will take the mother plant will take all the nutrients, leaves only some. The baby plant cannot live with only two nutrients and only very less water, right? So that's why it will move to another place, collect their own water, collect their own nutrients. It's like getting far from the baby plant and the mother plant. Very getting far. It will move very, very far because mother plant will take so much of the place. This much if it take. If you think the mother plant will take this much, the baby plant, if it's very close to the mother plant, if it's the baby plant is here, the mother plant is here, it will take this much, all here, like hundred nutrients and water will be, but she cannot take still. So that's why the mother plant will be here. The mother plant will be here, and the baby plant will be very far from the mother plant. You see this? The mother plant and the baby plant. Very far. It will take like at least 6 kilometers. It will go very far. I am just saying 6 kilometers. Don't believe every seed will go to 6 kilometers only. I'm just saying if it go to 6 kilometers also, it's very far, because the mother plant, this is the mother plant, this is the baby plant. I'll name it so you guys don't get confused. Now you guys see mother, baby. I didn't write mother, but I wrote mom. So mother plant will take so much space, and the baby plant, if the baby plant is here, it can only take very little quantity of the place. If it's here, it could take way more better space than the mother plant. The mother plant will take as sufficient as she want. The baby plant as sufficient as she want. So that is one. So that's how it's called far away from the baby plant. That's called wind pollinating. I mean, the wind pollinating before I said was this whole page I said right. That was actually wrong. This is called wind pollinating. This will go far away from the mother plant. And if the sand, you guys see the round thing is all sand, and still the mother plant and baby plant is very near. The baby plant should go far. First a mother plant will give seeds. It will by some sandstorm or something, the seeds will fall down. When the seed fall down, it will that's called sand pollinating. Sand pollinating, when the sand it comes very very rarely in some places, in deserts. I have a doubt. Can you guys clear for me? How can a cactus is pollinating? I have a doubt. Can you guys figure it for me? This is a cactus, right? And this, everything are the moles. You guys already know, right? All these spikes are the cactus's leaves. You see these leaves. Before the leaves form, inside there'll be some seed type of thing inside the aloe vera. It's like an aloe vera plant. Inside one gel will be, right? That gel. Inside that, some round particles type of thing will be. Actually, I'm not explaining this because this is how it get pollinating. That's why. So let us come back to our thing. Let's just close my tab. If you have any doubts, like what would you like to find out about a botanist? Suppose someone asked me that how do a botanist see the disease of the plant? How? You know, guys, how? They will have some type of machine. I'll show how it looks. It actually looks like this. See this? Here the seafrom and here the leaf. I draw however the leaf. How can I draw? If they see from here they can look. And all these, suppose, all these dots, if they want to recover before, they don't know what is a rusk meaning and how is it rusk. So how to identify and name them is very very difficult. The machine, if we see any type of bubbles on the leaf, rusk on the leaf, rusk will be like, I will show you. I will draw it and show you. It will be just like a sun, but tiny things like this. All those dots are rusks on the leaf. That's how it's going to be. Mostly it's like, you see the rusk biscuit type, that will be like rusk, right? The same thing, it will be like crunchy when we touch it. It will be like crunchy, just like rusk. When we eat, how crunch type of sound comes, just like if we touch that rusk, it will just be like that. That's how they find the disease. They name it. They will take a lots of time to name it. And rust disease is actually not very rare to find. It's very, very easy to find in our apartments, surroundings, or around the world. I think there are more than 2,064.78 lakhs of, 2,074.86 plants around the world. I think it's an opinion for myself. You guys think, you comment below. So, the most things is rusk. They find it with this type of machine. They put the leaf here. They see from here. It will go here. It will show with a magnifying glass. But inside deep, very deep, I have a doubt. You guys see how a botanist find diseases from a plant. You see a machine. They will name it. You also see that. You share it in the comments. So that is the one thing which I know how they find it. There are a lot of ways actually. This is the one way. There are lots of ways to find the disease. Some disease is invisible, some disease is visible. Rusk is actually visible. But I really want to know, in my apartment I have a plant. In that plant, outside the plant, it's not invisible. I never saw that type of disease. That disease is like a dots. I really want to know what disease is that. Actually, in my school, my ma'am showed me what is a rusk. I learned 3 types of diseases: rusk and some type of disease which I don't know. More to I totally forgot. I don't know how. Ma'am said to bring us, if we see rusk or anything, ma'am said to bring us. So I went, and when I was going to my bus, I went to the plant which I saw. I took one leaf. I put it in my bag. I went to my school. I asked my teacher, which is that? She said, this is very rare disease that plants get. I was like little. She said, I'll find it out and tell you. So I was waiting. She said, I cannot find it out. My whole time wasted. So I want to actually become a scientist when I grow up, and a botanist maybe. I don't know, but I really want to become a scientist or a doctor. See, in this plant, I see a lots of plants around surroundings, right? So you guys say what all you learned in the thing which I teach you. Please subscribe and like. Thank you for the video.